This is Billy the Weather Guy live. Big snowstorm, but anyway, let's just get right into the weather. Billy the Weather Guy. Yeah, finally a big snowstorm. It feels like it's been forever, but yeah, so let's just get right into it.
This storm is just getting started, but power outages and snow and ice reports are already ticking up in the southern plains. But this storm is a marathon, not a sprint, and there's plenty of ice and even potential severe storms in this weekend's forecast. The ice is focused on the southern plains and Tennessee Valley this afternoon. And this evening, it starts picking up in the southern Appalachians and Piedmont. By Sunday morning, the ice becomes more widespread from the southern plains into the mid-Atlantic. By this point, Texas has been dealing with icy weather for about 24 hours. As we go through the day Sunday, the storm starts to move northeastward, and the ice threat really focuses in on the mid-Atlantic. But take a look at this. The storm moving north pulls a warmer sector of air into the southeast, potentially fueling thunderstorms and even a minor severe threat. These storms can melt some of the accumulated ice, but temperatures will drop overnight afterwards, which can mean refreezing and more ice on the roads for the start of the work week.
Yeah, how about that? Just crazy. But yeah, so just a lot going on, but look at that currently. Yeah, just there's thunderstorms happening, there's snow up here, there's ice, we got everything. Look at the ice. We got lots of ice for the south. I mean, all the way from Louisiana stretching up into Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, everywhere practically. But in terms of snow, look at that. Oh, over a foot of snow is expected here in New York. Yeah, and like all the way up into Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, parts of Pennsylvania. And there's some snow stretching into the south as well. It's crazy, but we have all these alerts in effect right now. We have an ice storm warnings in effect currently, winter storm warnings. We got it all. We got it all. Yeah, so for some places, they're in an extreme index for winter storm severity. So it's for us, it's going to be a major storm as per the index. So it's really, it's something. I mean, look at this. Look at how cold that is, too. I mean, Jackson, Mississippi, 35, 31 on Monday. Little Rock, Arkansas in the 20s. Oklahoma is really cold. Look at Texas down in the 30s. Atlanta, 30s on Monday. I mean, Nashville, Tennessee, 23 Monday. Like, there's a lot going on, but yeah, so let's take a look at those models. How about that? So here we go. Look at that storm stretching from all the way down out west. It started all the way out here, all the way up, going up into the east. So here we go, looking at the. This is the 10 to. This is the 10-to-1 ratio, but this is the GFS model run from. This is valid for 12Z Monday, so this is a 24-hour, which means this is 7 a.m. Sunday to 7 a.m. Monday in Eastern. The whole Zulu thing is like annoying, but. Yeah, so so around our area it's like 9 inches or something about. It's hard to see, but look at that, 15 inches up and down here. I mean, in Kentucky and parts of West Virginia, Ohio. This is what the GFS is forecasting. I mean, if we look, and then we can compare it to the Euro model, see what the Euro's going at. So as you can see, the Euro's a little bit different. I mean, a little bit different. Let's look at that again. The GFS. See that? A little bit different. We could just do this to make it easier. But here's the GFS. Here's the Euro model. See, look at that. See how it's shifting a little bit? See how these large swaths of snow, or there's a bit in a different spot, a little different. But let's take a look at the NAM. Might as well take a look at another model. The NAM is saying 12 inches around here. It's hard to see because I'm going to zoom in a little bit though. But you can see the Euro compared to the NAM. The NAM compared to the GFS. So you can see the NAM is much more concentrated up here, the higher snow totals. The Euro is a little more spread out. The GFS has a whole bullseye over here, a little bit more here. This is mostly focused on this area, getting all the heavy snows. That's the thing with the models. There's a lot to look at. There's so many models. This is the HER model, which is more accurate usually. It's because it's the rapid refresh. It's like a higher, it's usually more accurate. But so 11 inches, 12 inches it's saying. So high resolution rapid refresh is what it stands for completely. So it's a higher resolution, so it usually is better. But you can see the NAM compared to the HER is a little different. See, look at that. It's a large swath of snow up in here, Missouri, up into Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana. Another swath up here in like Massachusetts and Connecticut. But look at the NAM. See, it's all different. So anyway, let's zoom in into our area. It would help a lot. So let's just really look at it. Look at this. The HER is saying around 11, 12 inches for our area. And then the GFS is saying... The GFS is a little bit lower, guys. Like 9 inches, 10 inches. The Euro is saying... 11, 12. And then let's take a look at the NAM. 8 inches. So it's like... That's kind of where they get the range from, you know? Because one of them is saying 8, the other says 13. It's kind of where we figure. But I'm going to pull up the actual alert in a second. But, yeah. But let's take a look at another video, because why not?
North of Oklahoma, into Kansas, into the Ozarks, that's where you're staying is snow. It's areas south where we're more concerned with that mixed precipitation, that warm air kind of overriding that cold air at the surface. So while it may say 28 on your thermometer here in Shreveport, you've actually got the warmer air upstairs, and that's why you're getting that mixed precipitation. Now, it would be okay if we just saw the purple on this map. That's your sleet that bounces around. It accumulates basically your ice pellets. This pink right here, though, this is freezing rain. So basically, liquid ice that's going to be sticking to everything elevated, tree branches, power lines, and this pink lasts for a while. So duration is key in determining how much accretion we end up with. And the more accretion in that darker pink, that's where we're going to have more of the widespread power outages, possibly infrastructure damage when you get into ice over 3/4 of an inch, which is certainly possible.
I mean, look at those temperatures. I mean, 15, 11, I mean, geez.
Well, it is snowing in Little Rock, but not for long. We will have some mixed precipitation as we go throughout the day as well, and then ending with a little bit of a burst of snow as this event eventually comes to an end Sunday night into early on Monday. We will get some...
Yeah, I mean, look at that. It's crazy, really cold, but
I spend weeks.
yeah, so yeah, 13 degrees right now. It feels like 2. I mean, ridiculous. Winter storm warning in effect. Let's see what it says. So this is from 3 a.m. Sunday to 6 p.m. Monday. 10 to 16 inches of snow. So as you see with the models, right, some of them are like 9 inches, some of them are like 14. I mean, so this is the official from the National Weather Service, so that's what they're saying. But yeah, a foot of snow basically is what we're getting. So that's pretty much a given. I mean, it could be like 11 inches, it could be 15, but basically a foot. I mean, it's going to be really bad. I mean, yeah, I mean, look at this. So if we look at the hourly, I mean, it's going to start snowing around like 9 a.m., you know, 8 a.m., 9 a.m. So by 9 a.m. it's definitely snowing, and then it's going to continue on until like taper off like late Sunday night, maybe like 10 p.m. or so. But it could snow very well until like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Monday morning. So yeah, so definitely there's no school Monday, that's for sure. I mean, not happening. There might even be no school Tuesday for all I know. A delay, I think, is very likely on Tuesday, and probably even no school. I wouldn't be surprised. No school Monday and Tuesday. I mean, it's going to be bad out there. I mean, power outages are likely. I mean, like, it's going to be crazy, y'all. But, so, yeah, so, I mean, really cold tonight. I mean, 8 degrees. I mean, tomorrow, high of 15, low of 16. I mean, really, really cold. Usually, like, when it snows, it's not this cold when it snows, I feel like. It's usually, like, 28, 30, you know. This cold, it's crazy. Monday, high of 28, low of 13. 10 to 20 mile per hour winds. Tuesday, high of 22, low of 7. 10 to 15 mile per hour winds. Partly cloudy. And because of all that snow, it's going to keep it from getting, like, warmer for a while. That's why it's in the 20s now, because there's that refrigeration effect. The snow is going to, like, the sun's going to hit the snow, and it's going to bounce off a lot of that sunlight. With the high albedo, it's going to reflect a lot of that sunlight. So it's going to keep it's going to keep the ground cold. It's kind of like a refrigerator, you know. It's keeping the ground cold for a lot longer, so it's going to be harder to melt it. So it's going to take a while for it to melt. Because, you know, so it's going to keep the ground cold for a lot longer because of all that snow. It's hard for the ground to heat up with the snow on the ground, reflecting all that sunlight back into the air, all the way up into going out into the atmosphere. But high of 25, low at 10 Wednesday, 10 to 15 mile per hour winds, sunny. Thursday, high of 25, low at 10, 10 to 15 mile per hour winds. So this snow is going to be on the ground for a while. Friday, high of 23, low at 10, 10 to 15 mile per hour winds, mostly sunny. Saturday, high of 28, low at 10. Mostly sunny, 5 to 10 mile per hour winds. Yeah, and that is your 7-day forecast. But, yeah, so like this live stream if you thought it was good. Subscribe if you want to see more. Make sure the bell icon is on for the notifications. And, yeah, stay chill, y'all. I mean, it's cold out there. I mean, I don't know. It's going to be crazy, y'all. But, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's it. I mean, stay chill, I guess, or stay warm. I don't know. Stay safe. That's it. Stay safe, y'all. But yeah. So yeah. So that's it. So. Billy, the weather guy, now officially a meteorologist. That's a person who studies weather for those who aren't in the know. You know some meteors? Yeah, I'm a weatherman. He tries his best to forecast every possibility, but sometimes he gets it wrong. But he doesn't let that stop him from doing his job, saving lives. Yeah, we might not be directly saving lives, but this information we provide is life-saving. Just like a doctor, I assess what's going on. In this case, it's the atmosphere. So listen up when the weather person on TV has something to say. It could just save your life, so you better take it seriously. And that concludes the rap portion of this song. The rap portion of this song. That concludes the rap portion of this song. Yeah, if you don't mind, I want to sing this pop country. And if y'all aren't gonna listen to us meteorologists, then maybe I should just quit. But that won't be no fun now, would it? I am now officially a meteorologist, and whether you like it or not, I'm gonna continue to do it, if you listen or not, because I do live streams weekly, or that's what I used to say. Now it's whenever I feel like it, but I also do a seasonal forecast, so you can be prepared for every season now. So tune in to Billy the Weather Guy. Tune in to Billy the Weather Guy.